Hi, Rosemary. Hello, everybody.
Hi, Helen. Good to be here. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Just for those of you who are watching, I wanted to share with you why I invited Rosemary to come and talk to you today. First of all, I find Rosemary incredibly inspiring. Her ability to get up and go is amazing. Talk about find an idea and just put it into action. I love people who do that. That's for me very exciting. So I've just written a couple of notes about why I wanted to do this. So if I look away, excuse me a minute. One of the main reasons that I actually invited Rosemary now particularly, I mean, I'm happy to feature it at any time, is because she's running an event on Friday that I'm really excited about. I went to an event that she ran last year, which was almost identical. But this is the last time she's running this event, and I would hate for you to miss it because, people go there and they get so excited. They so I don't know, they're just really engaged by the whole thing. You meet so many people. It's just got great energy, lots of fun. There's a huge fun factor to it, doing business by fun, which is, I think, the future. Honestly, business doesn't need to be so serious. We can get to know one another. We can connect with other people by doing really, really fun things. And Rosemary's really done this with her Essex Business Woman's Experience. And I'll put a link up to it for you in a moment, just so that you can find out a bit more about it if you are interested. It's on Friday. Do come to it. But first of all, Rosemary, tell us a little bit about why you started it. What got you excited about it?
Hello. I've had my own business for a long time. I started in '93, and it's been quite a lonely journey at times. So I ended up starting some networking groups called Winning Women Essex, and people were coming to the groups telling us how amazing the women were in Essex, and they were coming from other counties and just, wow, you ladies are so phenomenal. You're doing these incredible things, and you've got so much energy, and we were sort of, well, really? And we girls here have had a really bad press over the years. There's no question about it. Apparently it carries on. I'm immune to it now. I don't care anymore. But I used to carry the Essex Girl joke book around with me so I could preempt the insults 20 years ago. And I'd get them in first. So, and I'm talking to some friends one day who've been involved with Winning Women, we just decided we'd have a day where the ladies of Essex could really showcase these amazing businesses that they were running. Some of them very, very small and growing, some of them a bit bigger, and some of them really big. So, the idea of the experience was to have something for all the senses. So we have amazing food from Essex Woman Caterers. It's about woman-led businesses. So we have Essex Woman Caterers. We've got 3 of those coming this year. It's in a beautiful location. It's in an iconic hotel, which is right by Southend Pier. So stunning views, even if it's raining. And really inspiring speakers. The ladies get very excited about who's coming to speak. They're in the room early, waiting for them. And at the end of the day, I see these women walk out with just a real bounce to their step and a big smile on their face, and they've met new friends and they've had a wonderful time, and they're really inspired and ready for action. And we managed to get something like 17 or 18 5-star reviews on our Facebook page the week after the event last year. And one of them was a lady who said, I can't wait to get back to my desk on Monday. And then she put something after it. I'm not really that sad, but she was genuinely really excited about going back and implementing some of the phenomenal things she'd learnt. And we got 20 speakers coming. And I was just saying to Helen, I was with my colleague, we're just putting the final touches to the program together, and I was like, this isn't fair. I really want to go and hear these women, and we're the ones who've set the thing up, and we're hosting it, and I can't go to most of these speakers. It's really frustrating.
Oh, wow. I mean, I agree with you because, I mean, I am lucky enough to have a speaking spot. I feel very privileged to have been invited to speak at this event. I don't say yes to too many events these days, but because, I have a family and things like that. But I wanted to say this, yes to this one, because the last time when I attended, I mean, the buzz is amazing, whether you're a speaker or an attendee or whatever. I mean, it's really well attended, and it's filled with really happy, excited people, people who are uplifted in some way. And I think it has a lot to do with who turns up, right, Rosemary? It's the kind of people that you have there. Why don't you tell us a little bit about who this event is to?
Okay, so we say
How do
it's
people do go there and etc.?
okay. So we say it's for women at all stages of business, and we have a startup zone. So we certainly market to ladies who've maybe got an idea for a business that they'd like to do at some point. So we have the banks there and various startup specialists, so someone can come in and really find what they need, and some interesting conversations and some great workshops about things like business planning made easy. And then there's people like me who've had a business for quite a long time who just want to go and hang out with other people. We do have a few men come, by the way. Gentlemen are welcome.
Rosemary?
Sorry?
Sorry, Rosemary, we went a bit funny there. Could you just repeat that?
Yeah, sure. We do have a few men coming. We put on all our information. Gentlemen are welcome, and some of our biggest fans are men, which is quite interesting. Southend United came last year and had a stand. We're hoping they're going to get a women's football team. We're encouraging them through the back door, and they did so much business on the day. They were absolutely thrilled. They've been raving about it to everyone, and they're back again. And yeah, so it is for women at all stages of business, from just an idea or anyone who's curious, wants to see what's going on in the community. We get ladies coming in who just want to see what's possible, to see these 60 odd stands of women who are already walking the talk, who are already running these businesses, so they can have a chat with them and get some tips and go to the workshops and see what's possible.
Now, I wanted to also one of the things is we did talk about very much. I really wanted to feature you a little bit as well, because it's fantastic. I'm pleased will you come to Essex Businesswoman's Experience and come and see us and about what we were sharing about it. And just to let you know about the Essex Businesswoman Experience, there are a number of the speakers that I'm going to actually be featuring, and I will be interviewing a number of different speakers. So. Do join me on my Hands on Business page to find out more about that. But in the meantime, I really want to talk much more about Rosemary. I mean, what an inspiring human being she is, and about the different versions that not just the Essex Businesswoman's Experience, but the different experiences and how you're bringing more fun into business in general. Do you want to share a bit more about your background and what you're doing now?
Yeah, sure. Well, the experiences, it's come to me this summer that I want to have more fun things people can do to connect. So we've got a program set up. The first one is on the 10th of July, and it's at Rope Runners, which is a high ropes course next to the secret nuclear bunker in Brentwood. And we've got a Women's Day there. It's from 10 till, I think it's about 12:30. It's only £20. They've given it to us at a phenomenal price. And so it's to come and network, and you can either do the high ropes course and challenge yourself and have a bit of a bonding experience with other women cheering each other on when you want to go on the big zip wire. Or if you want your feet firmly on the ground, you can do archery and shooting. So if you've got dodgy knees or fear of heights, you've got opportunity to do both. But it's just to get outdoors and have some fun with other women. And the other things that have come up, they keep coming up. There's about one coming up every 5 days at the moment. We're going to have a gin cocktail evening. Got a fantastic guy called Steve, the barman, who's going to teach us all about gin and cocktails and relate it to business. And they are phenomenal, these cocktails. It's things like cranberry tonic. And absolutely wonderful evening. We're doing that somewhere down here in Southend. We're having a Christmas or a winter wine tasting at New Hall Vineyard. Now, I love New Hall Vineyard. They're out near Purley, near Chelmsford, and I had a bit of craziness this year. I'm a money coach. I'm a money marketing and soul coach. That's my what I do these days. And I have a celebrity in my money archetypes, and we rented a row of vines for our business. And about 3 weeks ago, we got 240 bottles of this wine, which is...
Move it a bit closer to your face. Yeah, we go.
Does that? So we have 240 bottles of mixed wine from our row of vines over at New Hall Vineyard in Purley, which is actually managed by women. It's a woman-managed vineyard. So this is my celebrity and my money archetypes talking here. Very excited. We've also got... show you, we've got 4 different types, and these are gifts for our people who've taken part in the day, so you'll have one to take home, Helen.
Ooh.
And it's really good wine. It's multi.
I don't know about that.
won loads of awards. I love it. And I always wanted to find a way of giving your people a gift of appreciation. And this is a very personal one. We've had our own labels printed. Any other experiences?
Can people buy the wine again?
No, it's not for resale.
At the event?
No, okay. No. We have a box for raffle, but you can't buy it. The part of the deal with the Inland Revenue is you don't pay tax, but you don't. It's not for resale. It's for consumption. So you have to either drink it or give it away, or you can use it as prizes. So no resale. It's really good stuff. Wow. Yes. What else have we got? We've got a chocolate evening. Women and chocolate all goes together. So we've got a healthy chocolate evening in Southend coming up. And yeah, so that's part of my business. I think that's yeah. What else? What did you ask me?
Yeah, but fine. I mean, what about the money archetypes? Do you have any workshops coming up with that? I've spoken to a number of people who've sort of been to one of your workshops and really raved about it and said what a difference it makes. So, you know, have you one of those coming up soon?
Yes, you're glad you reminded me. I'll get one in the diary for July. I've had a very interesting couple of months. I'll just very briefly say, because this really told me of why I want to support women to have their own businesses. This is another part of my vision for the day that I really got. My poor old dad went into hospital on the 19th of March, and I was able to take nearly a month off work to look after him because I had my own business. And at the same time, I was hearing of other people who had elderly parents, children in hospital, and just couldn't be there with them all the time. And because I have my own business, hands up, my bank account isn't great at the moment because I hardly worked at all for 2 months. I realise why we do what we do. We want more freedom, don't we? We want to be able to go to the school sports days, and that's really what I'm about now. I want to help women have more freedom. And that's one of my money archetypes. That's my nurturer archetype, the one that has to always look after everyone else and has to learn to do a better job of looking after me, which is partly why I haven't got any workshops at the moment, because my poor old dad passed away 3 weeks ago and I just needed a break. So
I think it's pretty amazing, actually, that you have been able to put this whole event together in those circumstances.
It's amazing what you do when it comes from your heart, I think, isn't it? When you're working from a place of absolute passion. I mean, we've put 6 months' work into this. My colleague Chris and I and a couple of other ladies not have come in the last few weeks, but it's because we just believe in it so much, and we meet so many amazing people while we're doing it as well. You know, we get out and about a lot. We go to shows, we network, and we have fun. And I think that was it. We really enjoy ourselves. We don't make much money out of it. There's no question about that. We put a lot more in than we take out. That's my nurturer, by the way. And it's my maverick that takes the risks to put these things on the line as well. But I do it because I'm passionate about it. And
that's fantastic. And you're really great at getting other people to also get inspired and work with you, so that you don't end up having to do it yourself. And I love that about you, your ability to bring people together. I did want to ask you, because I know you were really excited about a lot of the workshops that were going to happen. Can you share a little bit about some of them that you think, you know, people should really be there for? I mean, obviously they should be there for all of them, but let's just make it easier for people to decide.
Well, as we've got 4 rooms going over the course of the day, 1 for networking and 3 for workshops, that would be downright impossible anyway. But to just give you some highlights, we've got really practical stuff. We've got Instagram and Facebook for business. We've got design your own website. We've got a lady telling people how to bring in multiple streams of income, so you're not just relying on one source of income. There's you, of course, helping people find their purpose through their hands, because I always say that it was my reading with you that has been the biggest thing to help me get on my path, I think, that I've ever done. So that's without a question. No, it's true. I keep going back to it all the time. It's powerful stuff that you do. Helen really is a big guider for me. Also, headlining, we've got the lovely Sarah Arrow from Essex. She's runs an award-winning blogging site, and she's helping us to optimise our stuff. It's Kubi Springer, who's an international branding expert who works with people like Justin Timberlake and New York Fashion Week, the MOBO Awards. And she's a brilliant speaker. She's very, very funny, very inspiring. There's Janie Lee Grace from Radio 2. Her business is imperfectly natural. She believes there's a natural alternative to anything. And she's written a book called You Are the Brand, which is about people like us really living our brand and being that person. She's a great speaker. She's a wonderful woman. She's the sidekick of Steve Bright on the Radio 2 afternoon show. So we're very blessed.
I know Janie.
Do you?
Yeah, she's lovely. Yeah, no, Janie. Yes.
Yeah, we've even got my lovely friend Kathy helping people get themselves unstuck through creative drawing. And then we've got some really practical stuff, like our beautiful accountants, accounting IT, are helping people to write a business plan, so you get the right things on it and keep it easy and not overwhelming. Goodness me. Oh, and once again, we've got our photo booth. Yeah, we've got our photo. We've got a photo booth as well. You can come in, you can have your makeup done and your hair, and you can have your business photographs done as well.
Oh, I might have to make some time for that.
Well, book it in advance. They're getting booked up. They'll be doing an offer. They'll be doing an offer if you book on the day. But there's a lot. Yes. Anything else? Oh, I don't know. It's a huge variety of the most amazing Essex woman-led businesses, like artists and therapists and really unusual people that you just wouldn't know existed.
I know, people like me, right?
You as well.
Who thought your fingerprints would be relevant in any way? So it's not just, I'm not featuring myself in that particular way, but people like me that you probably have never heard. You make a huge amount of difference to you, successful you can be in your business. Because I have a lot of business experience, and then I discovered fingerprint analysis, and I put the two together, and I'm really excited about actually showing people how they can put two like slightly wacky ideas and thoughts together to make something interesting in a new business.
You know, that's just made me think of one more thing. Excuse the motorbike. Part of the reason why I do this is I'm very much the nurturer, therapist, nurse, which is my background. I was working as a therapist in my spare bedroom for 23 years, and I never thought of myself as a business person. And I think a lot of women come from that angle. They've either been employed and they've never had to ask for money. And then when you start your own business, suddenly you have all these different things to do, don't you? From all the equipment and the Facebook ads and all these different things, these balls we have in the air. And it doesn't have to be that complicated when you feel supported and you've got a community around you. So what we're doing is we're really bringing that community together, where people can get together and collaborate and share and work together, put programs together. There's some real magic that happens on this day, and during the other events we have through the year. I mean, I run 3 groups, as you know, in Southend, Chelmsford and London. So we have groups going every month through the whole year, where people can get together and do just those things. So it doesn't all end at 4 o'clock on the 16th of June.
No, absolutely. But the key thing is, one of the reasons why I would love people to come to the event alone is because you can see what's happening next. So even if you can't come for the whole day, you can come and you can find Rosemary, you can find some of the other people around, find out what are they doing, who's really interesting, do a quick rush round and see who do I want to sort of be more in contact with, who do I want to find out more about, get your information, and if you have to rush out the door, you can rush out the door. But, don't miss it. Definitely turn up and get it, because you just have wonderful opportunities for contacts, for meeting people, for resources, and if you've got time to come to some of the workshops, and you can actually, I forgot, Rosemary, we have some, I want to share some links right now for people. Let me just go find them. First of all, if the wonderful thing is people have had a lot of 5-star reviews for the show, people who went last year. So what I'm going to just do here is I'm just going to quickly just show, if you can go to that link. I know it's not a pretty link. Sorry about that. We just did this really, really quickly. If you go to that link, and if you're actually watching on the Hands on Business page, that link should be clickable in the comments below. Go to that link. You can find out some information about the 5-star reviews, what other people have said about actually being there. Now, if you want a ticket, which is of course something I should have showed quite some time ago and didn't, for which I apologize. And let me quickly just hide that one.
And I just say that they're on Eventbrite. If you need to just go and search, go to Eventbrite and look for Essex Business Women's Experience, and it'll come up. But that's the link there for it. Thank you.
Yeah, And also for the 5-star reviews, there's an Essex Businesswoman's Experience page on Facebook, and you can look under reviews on that particular page, which is where you can find that if you missed the clickable link. Otherwise, here's the link, which I've just put up. Also not a pretty link, but it's where you can buy tickets so that you don't have to type in the whole Eventbrite thing if you needed to, just to save you some time. And also I wanted to remind you that if you just want to find out any more information, just to go to www.essexbusinesswomansexperience.com. There you go. So I will just type that in quickly now. If there's any last things that you think that you'd like to share.
Rosemary,
this is the time to do it.
Just to say, it's women's experience, not woman's experience. So.
Yes, because it's more of us, right? And it's all about collaboration. And it's got an S in it too. I'm just going to share that now. So you
anything else to share? Just to say, tickets are £10 each. That's for the expo from 10 till 4. That includes all the workshops. So if you buy them online, it's 2 for £15, or it's £15 on the door on the day. We've got morning networking from 8 till 9:30 if you can't come to the day or you want to come all day. That's an extra £10, which covers your breakfast. Tickets for that are on Eventbrite as well. And then we'll be in the bar from 4 till 6 too, if anyone wants to stay afterwards and have a glass of wine. It won't be Essex Businesswomen's Experience wine, unfortunately, but you can have a glass of party. Oh, and it's at the Park in Radisson, which is by Southend Pier, which is a gorgeous hotel. We've got the whole of the first floor.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah.
If anyone's coming from London, the stations are between 7 and about 12 minutes walk away.
Oh, yeah. I went there last year. It's really not that far. And if it's a nice day, which I'm thinking it should be if the weather report was correct, it's a really nice walk because you can walk down to the coast and just walk along the beach, can't you?
Yes, you can walk down there. Yep.
From the station. Yeah, so it should be really, really nice. And there are 2 car parks really close by if you're driving. Which is the one that's right close to the hotel? I forgot.
There's one called the Royals car park, which is right opposite.
Okay, there you go. So, if there's anything else, let us know. Please feel free to put the questions put any questions or anything you want to know below. Tag Rosemary or I. My name is Helen Elizabeth Evans. Let me just quickly put our names back up again so that you know. Tag Rosemary or I if you can in the comments and we'll answer. Otherwise, I will definitely come back and answer. So, thank you very much. Thanks, Rosemary, for sharing with us, and really excited to be at the event.
Yeah, me too. Glad you're going to be there. Hope some of you ladies can come and join us.
Yeah.
See you Friday.
All right. Bye.
Bye.